Good morning everyone, Jeri Bellini here from Recycled Parts for Art, and today's video is shop updates. And just FYI, I am currently moving and it is a long process for us. We've been planning our move for about a year. My husband's been doing a complete remodel on a house, and so we're slowly moving over. And recently we started moving my art supplies and setting up my art space. And if you're interested, I have a studio tour video in my channel lineup, but I just wanted to let you know that I may or may not be here next week because everything is gone in my art room except my camera and the table. And so this is going over pretty soon, and if I can set it up over at the other house, then I'll do my shop video over there. Otherwise I might have to skip a week, so I'm not really sure. So don't be surprised if you don't see a shop update next week, or a vlog for that matter. I'm not really sure about either one of those things. So let's get started with our shop update. Today I'm going to be showing you some of our nailhead beads, and they are just beautiful. I love these nailhead beads, and there's a penny for reference. This is a hank. There's 12 strands on here, and there's 50 beads on each strand. So you get a nice amount of beads, and here is a loose one so you can see how tiny they are. These are, let me zoom you in. These are 4 millimeter, so these are really small. So if you feel like the small ones intimidate you a little bit, which I love them, you could opt for a mixed bag, and the mixed bag has all different sizes and a few different colors. And there's the penny again for reference. So you see, here's the 4 millimeter one. And this one I believe is 8 millimeter. So look for that in the shop. And the next item is a, let me zoom you back out. Oops, I always go the wrong way. Is a solid rubber bench block for jewelry making, metalwork, forming, and shaping. And it is a solid rubber, as I said. It's 4 inches by 4 inches, and it's about an inch thick. And you would put your metal on there and hammer it to form it into a shape. And we used them a lot in the bead shop when we did jewelry classes. The next item is a toolkit, and these are called the purple pliers because they are purple, and they come in this really pretty purple case. And when you open the case, there's 4 tools in here. There's a round nose tool, and these are for jewelry making. So there's a round nose tool, chain nose, flat nose, and the difference between chain nose and flat nose is flat nose. You see how that's flat across there? It comes like, it's like a square. Let's get under the thing. And this one, it's called a chain nose because it comes to a point, but inside is flat. Now, when you want to buy jewelry tools, you want to make sure that when you open the nose that there are no ridges in here, because the ridges will scratch your jewelry. And that was a big thing when we had the shop. A lot of people didn't realize that they couldn't go in their husband's toolbox and just grab their pliers. You really have to have your own set of tools if you're interested in doing jewelry work. So we've got those 3, and those are your basics. And then this one is a cutter. I'm sorry about that glare. I see the glare. This one's a cutter, flush nose cutter, for getting into little tiny places. So this is a really nice beginner set. Look for that in the shop. Now I also have these are called Wubbers. This is another company that makes these, and these are the same. I'm not going to take these out of the packaging, but this is a flat nose one, so the tip is flat and squarish like I showed you on those, and this one is round and they come to a point. These are awesome tools, and these are like the next step up from the beadsmith set. And the price on here is what we used to sell them in the shop, but they are not that price in the Etsy shop. So take a look in the Etsy shop for those. The next item is the agricultural almanacs. And we've got quite a few of them. And we've got some notes here. We've got quite a few of these in the shop. And this month, until the end of March, they are half off. And they have years on them. So sometimes people like to get a particular year. Maybe one of your kids are born that year. Or maybe you were born that year. And these are awesome for collage fodder and would make really interesting glue books as well. You could do reverse collage on these too, because there's pictures, there's stories, information, all kinds of stuff. They're really very interesting. And let me tell you how many pages are in here. Approximately 95 pages probably. And as I said, these are on sale until the end of March. I forgot to show you this when we were doing the tools. This is a nylon jaw plier, and this one is mine, so I wanted to show you what it does. So if you have wire and it gets a little bent, this is awesome at straightening your wire. So you just take it, let's see if I can do this and show you at the same time. Take it and run it along the wire a couple times, and it straightens it right out. It's awesome. And because it has nylon jaws, I just love that. Okay, and because it has nylon jaws, it does not scratch your jewelry. So look for those in the shop. Nylon jaw pliers. Now all that is in the beading supplies / tools section. The next item is a D-stash I found while I was cleaning out one of my sewing baskets, and I have way too much of this stuff. So it is button covers. They're vintage button covers, and the packaging is pretty beat up. In some cases it's totally beat up, but I thought, you know, you could take this off and actually use these, the cardstock in a journal. You know, just have some fun with it. And certainly you could use these button covers for some fun art mixed media stuff. So look for this. This will be one lot in the Etsy shop, and there's another lot. There was a lot of them, so I decided to just break it in half. Button covers, different sizes. These are really tiny ones, and I found this package of sequin pins that was never opened. So I thought not only the pins would be fun, but I thought I really liked the cardboard. So look for that in the Etsy shop. So these are quilt squares, and you may have seen these before. The reason I'm showing them to you again is they are on sale this month in the Etsy shop. So take a look for these, and they are 8" by 8", and they are not all exactly the same. You see some of the patterns are a little different, and some of them are worn through. This one is a little worn through, and I would say the fabrics are probably from the 20s or 30s, early 30s. And you could make little pin cushions out of these. You could make little pillows and all sorts of sewing, crafting things. All right, the next item is this lot of random felted sweater pieces. And so it's a box of felted sweaters, and what that means is these were washed in hot water and dried in the dryer. Oh, look at that one little lonely piece of green there. Washed and dried in the dryer. In some cases, it's like the front of the piece of a sweater, and these would be really cute on an altered book. And people do all sorts of things with them. They make flowers, they make pins, they might, you know, go like that. and make a little pin, flower, all kinds of things. So this is one lot, and it's, okay, you can see it's predominantly dark colors with the exception of a few little brights here and there. All right. Let's see if okay, here's another strip with some buttons and all felted. Okay. The next item up is some seed beads. And the first two, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, the first two are faceted. And so you'll see they sparkle. See that? Oops. They have a sparkle. These are size 9s. And they're called 3 cuts, size 9. And they're just beautiful. And they're both a variation of orange. These two are regular seed beads, and these are size 10. And these are check seed beads in size 10. Okay, and that's a beautiful light orange color, and these are a darker orange color. So look for these in the shop. All right, I found 2 more colors, and I know I have a whole bucket of these somewhere. So these are really gorgeous, and I don't even know how to describe them. I'm going to call them antique bronze, but they are really pretty. They have a nice shine to them, and they're just a really gorgeous, rich, vintage color. Okay. And this is a green with a little bit of a color over it. So I'm calling it a green mix. When you look at it, you can see teal and some yellow and green. It's just they're beautiful. They're just beautiful beads. Okay, the next item is a lot of yarn, and this is from my collection, and it is all high-end yarns, as was the last 2 lots that I put in the Etsy shop that sold right away, by the way. Awesomeness! Anyway, it's all high-end yarns that I carried at my bead store, and it's just leftovers from projects that I did, and so there's some really wonderful fibers here that you could use in your altered books, or you could do little crochet projects or knitting projects. I love to make little flowers and whatnot, and I have so much. I have to get rid of some of it. It's just not all fitting in that closet. Anyhow, these are all neutrals, kind of gray, black, off-white, and this is one lot. All right, thank you so much, everyone. I think that's about it for this week, and thank you for watching, and definitely thank you for supporting my Etsy shop. I really appreciate it when you make a purchase, and any purchase over $25 gets one of my little tags with the hearts on them. And yeah, that's it for this week. I hope I'll see you next week, but I don't know for sure. So I hope you all have a blessed day full of love and recycled art, and I will see you again soon. Bye.